poprzednim odcinku.
A jak się czujesz? O.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
O nagle, o Jezu, o nagle się źle czuje, a ty kutabanie, ty. Znajdź Dariusa, Petryszku, i porozmawiaj z nim.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to. It's locked.
Wow, Dorothy tam była.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Rozmawiałem z oboma, więc... Dobra. Odpocznij, by ewoluować. No najpierw sobie pogadamy. Zarówno z Claytonem, jak i z Richardem. Richard! Sprawa jest. Czółko.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Owszem.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Ciekawe.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Clayton Darby. Dobra, w takim razie do Claytona. Gdzie on się do diabła podział? O, jesteś, rany. Co ty tu robisz, gościu? Odbiło ci?
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Przecież wiem to.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Ciekawe. Ciekawe. Jak z moimi zadaniami? A, to z cmentarza, okej. Dobra. Znać mieszkańców Whitechapel. Znać skrzynkę pocztową i list. Okej. Skrzynka pocztowa i list. Mam cię. Najdroższe mój Iwana dzieci. Przepraszam, że nie kontaktowałem się z wami od kilku miesięcy. Sytuacja w Londynie była skomplikowana. Okej, nie wrócę do Rumunii. To oznacza, że najpewniej zobaczę was przed śmiercią. Ucałujcie ode mnie wnuki. Pamiętajcie, że ojciec śle wam miłość z tego dalekiego, zimnego kraju.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Dobra, to do dzieła. No cóż. Trochę szkoda, że muszę wykorzystywać jego słaby punkt, ale jakoś trzeba. Każdy orze jak może, tak? Stryk. Zaraz. A to tutaj. A no tak, bo tam był dom Joe'ego.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
No skubię cię, bo mogę. No cóż, wszyscy się tego spodziewali, nie? Ostrożna postać. Wrykolakas. Wrykolakas, czyli wampiry. Ciekawe.
It's locked.
No właśnie, jak zamknięte skrzynie mogę przeszukiwać? Rozumiem, że do góry. No cóż, a najpierw ty?
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Tell me everything you know.
I do not believe...
Who is she? You say...
Well...
Dobra, to już przerabiałem.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Okej. Nie wiem, czemu czasem podświetlają się, jakby były nowe te rozmowy niektóre. Ja już ich użyłem, w sensie już o tym mówiłem, także... No cóż. Znajdź to Rosji. A tu nic nie ma więcej? Do tego? Żadnych fantów? Czego mój bohater przestaje nagle biegać? Co jest? Dobra. Nazaret, Dorothy Crane. O kurde. Na szczęście was znaczy w sensie trzymam kciuki. Ale jak widać chyba was okradnę. Możliwości, które daje ta gra. To jest całkiem zabawne. List do siostry Crane. Droga do Rosję. Kiedy otrząszę ten list, ja będę już na pokładzie statku, który zabierze mnie Antona z powrotem do Brasowa. Anglia nie jest dla nas. Ojej. Siostra zabrała syna i... O, fuck. Niedobrze. Niedobrze. No teraz została sama na tym zadupiu. Z kilkoma znajomymi. W sensie zadupiu, w sensie Anglii. No już, za chwilę.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, doctor. He's still bleeding, doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt your head. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, Here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Okej.
It's locked, all right.
Nie podoba mi się to, że jest zamknięte.
It's locked, all right.
Jak otwierać skrzynię, cholera? Co jest?
This one stinks. Over there! There's one of them dirty, bloody leech! Watch it! It's a killer!
Okej. Jest ich więcej? Tak.
Easy does it, boys! He's dead!
Nice. Dokąd teraz? W porządku. Myślę, że czas do kryjówki, aczkolwiek odzyskuję zdrowie. Środek na przeziębienie, środek na zapalenie oskrzeli. Czy mam takowy? Nie. Muszę takowy zrobić. I wtedy środek na przeziębienie i na migrenę. Dobra. W sumie co ja robię? Przecież mogę wejść tam, przecież jest tu w środku. O Jezus Maria, czasem nie myślę. To śmieszne.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in. Yes?
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Dobra. To teraz znaleźć Kadogana Batesa. No, nowa dzielnia. Będzie wesoło. Już widzę kolegów z przodu. Cześć panowie. Nie? Branoc. Dzięki za rzeczorki. O kurde. Wow, shit! O kurde. Ale bije mocno. Holy shit. Ała. Okej. Tego się naprawdę nie spodziewałem. Dobra. O, zwłoki Samuela z cmentarza, okej. Gdzieś ty go wysłał, ty kurde gnido, oj nie to. Okej. To nie było łatwe. Wełniana chusta. Tradycyjne rumuńskie wzorce. No proszę. Należy do kogoś. Dobra. Piękne to lokacje. Naprawdę piękne. Wampir grzebie w śmietniku? Kto by pomyślał? Szczęście jesteś tu sam. No i nic nie wygrzebałeś, widzisz? A ja wygrzebałem prawdziwe skarby. No i dobra. Ciekawe ile poziomów im przybędzie, jak się prześpię i jak wszystkie te wszystkie te rzeczorki w dzielnicach już będą. Wielebny Kane.
This man stunned me with his faith, his crucifix.
This is not good news.
Ten w ogóle co, nie słyszał, co się tu dzieje? Chciałbym podnieść rzeczorki, ale... O! Czosnek. Rzucili we mnie czosnkiem. Okej. W porządku? Niech wam będzie. Przybyłem, zobaczyłem. Oczom nie wierzę. O, wiem gdzie jestem. Dobra, w takim razie znalazłem za daleko. Ale zawsze to jakieś... Zawsze to jakieś... No, odkrycie. To jak się wyłożył. No dobra. Skoro z nich zrobiłem rzeźnię, czego on się próbował tu dostać, tego nie wiem do teraz. To w końcu mogę podnieść. W porządku, w stronę cmentarza idziemy w takim razie. Ładne te lokacje, może takie zamknięte to ładne. Cześć dziewczyny. Co to za piękny teren. Mały zaułek, duże wampiry. O kurde. O, w mordę! Zginąłem! Nie wierzę! Nie! 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 Jak to się mogło? Pierwszy raz w grze zginąłem. Pierwszy raz! Zaraz spróbujmy, tylko ja sobie więcej krwi wpakuję. Pycha. O nie! Nie podoba mi się to, ale trójeczka. Po mnie. No nie, znowu to samo. Krew. No nie. O Boże, będzie trudne. Ale jak się przystał. Mam cię. Wszyscy. Ja pindole. I tak mało doświadczenia. Za taki sromotny wpierdziel, jaki im tu spuściłem. Straszne. A tutaj? Sam szmelc. Żadnych niesamowitych fantów. No proszę, a tu są jakieś rzeczy. Okej.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
Hipnotyzmu 3. poziom.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
Hipnotyzm 3. poziom. Dobra. Tymczasem co z ambarasem? Dobra. Gdzie on był? Tutaj. Będę pamiętał. Hej. Pycha. Nie trafiłem. Jak mogę nie trafić? Rzeczarki. Zwłoki z cmentarza. A skąd założenie, że od razu będą zwłoki, a że on nie żyje? To zabawne, ale... O! Nice, kryjówka. Czy w niej byłem? Chyba byłem. Keep out. Kryjóweczka nowa. Nice. Podoba mi się to. Bardzo mi się to podoba. Dostałem kryjówkę. Fajnie. Doceniam. Nie ukrywam, doceniam. Dobra. Te cudeńka. Nice. Czy pora się przespać? Jak myślicie? Zróbmy to. Przekimam się. Zdobędę nowe umiejętności. Agresja, taktyka, ostateczność, inne. Torba na naboje. Potrzebuję torba medyczna. Jak najbardziej. Obrona. Okej. Dobra. Ostateczność. Bestia. Tworzysz wir cieniu 100 wybranego przeciwnika. Koncentrujesz całą swą moc. Zagotować krew. Okej. To na jednym przeciwniku. Ciekawe. No dobra. Pasywne. Więcej HP definitywnie. Dobra. I teraz tak. Ataki. Pazury. No. Przydałoby się, by ten atak miał więcej. A teraz 2000, to już mnie nie stać. To już mnie nie stać. Zwiększ wydajność krwi. O, absorpcja krwi większa. 1000 punktów na jedno z tych. Dobra. Zostawmy sobie resztę. Zostawmy sobie resztę. Jak będzie się miało otoczenie? Stan zdrowia. Daremne naloty policyjne w Whitechapel. Pogłoski na temat Whitechapel coraz częściej okazały się niezaprzeczonymi faktami. Widzicie Centrum Medyczne Czarnego Rynku Londynu. Okej. Nieźle. Stan zdrowia stabilny. Zdrowy. Szpital Pembroke i zdrowy w dokach. Czyli nieźle. Drugi poziom hipnotyzmu. A potrzebny jest trzeci. 12 poziom postaci. No nieźle. W tamtym kierunku. Dobra. O, to będzie trudne. Chyba. Dziwna receptura. Czyżby jakiś super lek? A ja muszę to sprawdzić w sumie. Bo jeżeli to jest lek, którego mogę użyć na osobach, których dotychczas wyleczyć nie mogłem, byłoby super. Zobaczmy. Tak dla testu. Cóż to za receptura z azbestu? O kurde. Migrena, ból głowy, ale zajebiście. Przepraszam za wyrażenie. Dobra. Nerwobóle. Świetnie. Super świetnie. Dobra. W takim razie będę mógł wyleczyć Benjamina Palmera, Masona. Wiele osób będę mógł wyleczyć. Oswalda będę mógł wyleczyć. Środek na anemię. Mam! Cholera. Fajnie. Fajnie. Podoba mi się to. Rozumiem, że tędy. Źle rozumiem. Szczurki.
I have this thirst for blood.
Przepraszam. I'm sorry.
This is despicable.
Nie? Czego nie mogę się dostać do... What? Nie rozumiem. Wdowa w opałach. No ale... Nie mogę się dostać na cmentarz. Mam się dostać naokoło jakoś? Nie mam bladego kuźwa pojęcia.
I have this thirst for blood.
Dobra, idziemy naokoło. Hej, zgadnijcie co? Nie da się. Serio, nie da się. To jak ja mam do cholery tam przejść? To dziwne, no przecież normalnie powinien móc przejść chyba, nie? Panie aniołek?
Hello again, miss. Hello, Camellia. How are you, partner? Come on, girl. Smile. Don't you know Dorothy and I have an agreement? We're on the same side. No? All right then, as you wish. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Dobra, to idziemy leczyć. Idziemy leczyć. Taki powołanko, nie? 50 metrów. O! Czułko.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty.
A doctor? In Whitechapel?
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but...
Ja myślę, że jednak tak.
Since I took an oath to help people...
Well, seen better days, that's for sure.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free?
I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
I don't believe even you deserve such a cruel fate, though you have tested my patience beyond its limit.
Glad to hear. Nice to know there's another civilized individual in these parts. Not like those bloody savages.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. That made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What is your business, exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here.
It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
I'm no saint, but to take advantage as you do, you are a despicable man who could only prosper in these dark times.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, save lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamborough shit.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
A zaraz. Nie, jednak nie.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Dobra. Oj, Benjamin. Swanbrew. Okej. Gdzie jest Ben? Gdzieś na początku byli. Tutaj będzie. Gdzie twój mąż, pani Swanbrew? Hej.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper
Dobra. Gdzie twój facet będzie? O, to myślałem się, że gdzieś będzie. Tylko kurna gdzie? Ha. No nic. Poszpera się. Dzień doberek. Gdzie też zmierzam? Nie wygląda to bezpiecznie. Ta okolica. A no i proszę. Okej. Oh shit! Okej. To w środku kolejny, widzicie? Ja pierdzielę. Tępiciel Priven. Okej. Jak tam do was wejść, skurczybyki? Bo jakoś muszę. Prędzej czy później. Jakoś muszę. Au! Jak mi przywazolił? Au! No nie. Okej, tam są. Nic nie ma? Co mogłoby mnie zainteresować? Jest skrzynka. Okej, potrzebuję krwi. A najpierw... Tam na dole łazi wilkołak. A to co? Używany toporek. Czy jest sens bić się z nim? No i wyraźnie był, nie? Wlazłem, pozamiatałem. Swoje osiągnął. Okej. Kazał mi zawrócić. Zrobiłem to. Nie było tam naprawdę nic ciekawego. Nic? Serio? Tylko rzeźnia? No dobra. Au! Super. Dobra. Tutaj rzeczorki. Poproszę. Fragment spustu. Dobrze. Drogi są dwie. Jedna tu? Właśnie gdzie ja idę? Drobiazgi nie tylko. A, czy gdzieś tutaj? Pakunek Barreta Louisa. Tu byłem. Okej. Czy spokojnie mogę iść? Tu. Poniekąd. O! No dobra, ale skoro zyskać pakunek, to gdzie on będzie? Ten pakunek. Musi być w tym magazynie w takim razie. O! O, w mordę.
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. There's a letter inside.
List? W środku jest list? Nie mam pojęcia, jak to ująć inaczej, więc napiszę wprost. To nie może dłużej trwać. Ślad zdobył o twojej żonie, jestem przyjacielu zła. O kurde.
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Jak powiem tak. Joe już swoje przeżył. Myślę, że lepiej powiedzieć temu, no, że tak powiem, kochankowi, ale powiedzieć mu, że powinien traktować Joe'ego lepiej. Jeżeli jest taka opcja.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Kurde no.
I found this box in an abandoned building nearby. I believe it belongs to you.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that roam around there. Extraordinary.
I suppose I was lucky.
Luck is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
About this package, it's not just tools and trinkets, is it?
Don't want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
You again? What do you want this time?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Dobra. Czy z Harrym powinien pogadać? Nie wiem.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered.
Do you remember when Barrett Lewis was close to your family? To your mother?
Not really. I was too young. But I remember it was a happier time. Mr. Lewis was funny. He often had dinner with us.
How was he towards you?
He was nice, I guess. He never forgot my birthday. He always offered me books. I liked books.
Why are you sad then?
Because it hurts to remember a time when my father used to laugh and smile. It hurts to realize he's as sad as me now.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Ojej. Dobra. Kolejne poboczne zadanko do zrobienia. Tylko nie wiem, gdzie jest Mason. Okej. Gdzie ja go gdzieś spotkałem? On jest niewidomy. On jest niewidomy. Dobra. To on. To był Mason. Ale... Potrzebuję 3. poziomu hipnotyzmu. Fuck. Dobra. Zaraz. A do kogo może należeć chusta? Chyba do ciebie, nie?
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
No, not really.
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
Co poszło szybko?
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Umiłowana pamiątka. Nice. Dobra. A, szpital chyba. Lady Ashbury. W takim razie szpital. Mam tylko nadzieję, że po drodze nikt nie będzie chciał mnie zajumać, nie? Śmietnik, z chęcią z nim pogrzebię. W końcu jestem wysokiej klasy doktorem. Oj. Zawsze mnie to bawi.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy!
O kurde. Ała. O ty skurczybyku. Prawie. Mam cię. On na mną pycha. Poszło. Oj, ja tylko szukałem wskazóweczek. Znaczy nie wskazóweczek, tylko no... życzorków. No cóż, zasadzili pułapkę i skończyło się jak zwykle. Tędy przejdę. Tędy przejdę. Bójkę słyszę. Zabili tu kogoś. O kurna. O, ty bójka. W sumie zrobiliście mojego wroga. Wróg mego wroga moim przyjacielem i tak dalej, nie? Jest szpital. Lady Ashbury. Sprawa jest. 16 metrów. No tak, jesteś tu w namiocie obok, prawda? Chyba. Zaraz. Typeć. A Strickland? Nie pamiętam.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you, it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
Ty mnie stworzyłeś, prawda?
What type of vampire is a skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Ty mnie stworzyłaś, coś czuję.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad?
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days. But all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone. But it seemed they have been recruiting.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but... are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake?
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
I bid you farewell, for now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Dobrze. Wasil. No właśnie, to Strickland. Gdzie do cholery będzie Strickland? Właśnie, w sumie mogę wyleczyć te osoby tutaj. Oswalda mogę wyleczyć. Będzie full. Czy Oswald jest na dole? Si. Cześć, Oz.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons, but let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Nice. Wszyscy zdrowi w okolicy. Pięknie. Clay, czy ja mam z tobą do pogadania?
Hey, Doc.
Nie mam.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Dobra. Czyli to, że twoja żona ma, romans, najwyraźniej cię aż tak nie interesuje. Okej. W takim razie Strickland. Aykroyd. Pippa Hawkins.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Ha.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
How can you be affected by the misery around you, and be so heartless at the same time? Which is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reed. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Jak to było z tymi zadankami tutaj? Powiedz Sarah Strickland. Selma. Selma i Toro. Selma gdzieś się tu kręci, czy jest u siebie? Jest u siebie.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Okay. Ojej, okay.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
Dobra.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
No to pożegnanie jest świetne. Za każdym razem. Dobra. Gdzie jest doktor? Gdzie jest szanowny pan doktor? Zdejmij te znaczniki. Jest Aykroyd. Sean.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Dobra.
Fear and disgust on every street.
Strickland. Mam cię.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Co, mam pomóc, czy mam uzyskać efekt placebo? O mój Boże. No, całkiem śmieszne. No cóż, a ten kwiatek?
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Okej. O, to ciekawe. Co właściwie mam stworzyć?
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Okej. A jak się ma do tego... przyczyny i skutki. Okej. Porcje pochlorynu sadu.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
Nie mam pojęcia, co robić. Czy pomóc mu? Czy donieść na niego? Kurde, no. On chce tylko dobrze, nie? Ale no. Może się to skończyć naprawdę źle. Oj, Strickland.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okej. Okej. W gabinecie powiadacie. Gdzie jest jego gabinet? Na górze chyba. Okej, ci się mają chyba dobrze. W porządku, czyli chyba na górę do gabinetu Stricklanda, tak? Tu? See.
It's locked. At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula. It's locked.
Przykładzie pomimo nacisku kładzionego na sytuację sanitarną, szpital Pembroke dostanie do poważnego naruszenia etyki zawodowej. O kurde. Siostra Branagan. Ciekawe. Okej. Bo chyba tyle tutaj. Pogadajmy z siostrą Branagan, zanim się Swansea pogadam. Chcę wszystkie te maleńkie takie wątki zakończyć na tyle szybko, na ile to możliwe. To sobie łazi, jak gdyby nigdy nic. Gwyneth, tak.
Good evening, Nurse Branagan.
Good evening, Doctor.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
No i słusznie. Dobra.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Dobra. No, Swansea. Sprawa jest. Mam nadzieję, że poza jakieś kroki podejmiemy. W sensie, że będzie postęp. Hej.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stole, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Weź udział w pogrzebie Mary. O kurde. Oj. To smutne. To właśnie smutne. Czy ja mam kogoś do wyleczenia tu jeszcze? Odzyskuję zdrowie. Rufus. Muszę Gielengamu znaleźć. Tutaj? Poziom hipnotyzmu 3. Doki. Chodźmy do doków. Rufus, mam cię. Stój, sprawa jest.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
So long, Rufus.
Nie ma problemu.
Be careful. Take care.
A to?
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
Dobra, wszedłem sobie. Pozwoliłem sobie wskoczyć. Pozwoliłem sobie szpernąć. I możemy pogadać. Rzecz w tym. Ha.
So you have questions about the flu then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
The orphan that regards you as a mother, please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Okej, to wszystko.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Okej. A jak zdobędę ten naszyjnik? O, to jest pytanie. Skąd ja go dorwę? Gdzie on może być? Nie mam bladego pojęcia. Nie mam bladego pojęcia. Spróbujmy w takim razie odpocząć. Zobaczymy, jak będą się miały dzielnice. 2000 punktów. Co pakujemy? Co pakujemy? Pazury? Chyba trzeba. Zostało mi 500. Zostawmy sobie to, chociaż jak już tu jestem. 600. 600. Wydajność krwi. 600. Mocne ugryzienie. Jeszcze 200 zostało. I tych 200 już nie wykorzystam nigdzie chyba. Si. Nawet w obronie. Nawet w obronie. Dobrze. Do przodu. Mam nadzieję, że będę miał teraz trzeci poziom hipnotyzmu. Dzielnica zdrowa. Chcecie powiedzieć, że osoby zachorowały? What? 7 środków na zmęczenie. Chcecie ode mnie 7 środków na zmęczenie. 7 środków na zmęczenie. Mam 5. Zrobię ich na zapas. Dobra, wystarczy. Pomyślę nad nową bronią, żeby mieć krótką. Tymczasem, moi drodzy, na tyle w tym odcinku. Kolejny długaśny, ale robiłem progres, więc mam nadzieję, że dobrze się bawiliście. Tymczasem ode mnie to tyle. Trzymajcie się ciepło i do miłego usłyszenia.
Love and communication, you were here for me at this very moment, 'cause I found you on the phone, you called me, and you were not haunting